So yesterday, the Tuesday, 23rd of December, was one of these crazy high volume days where a bunch of Virgin Wick Theory or ICC, CCT potential trades showed up. I counted a total of 13 with the way I trade it. Full disclosure, I did not take all of them. I personally only took 3. I did 1 loss, 1 win, 1 loss for essentially break even. You'll see my accounts are slightly in the green just because of variance in position sizing, but I, in summary, consider it a break even day. But yeah, if you took every potential trade, you would have gotten 5 out of 8 on NQ, 2 out of 5 on GC, for a total of plus 7.85R. So in this video, I'll just quickly recap all of those potential trades. Talk about the 2R theory as well, and why I think you should cap your risk reward ratio at 2R. Because some other dude I spoke to, some quant dude, actually ran a test using this model and found that a maximum of 2R yields the best results, which is what I've been trying to do as well. Just as you can see from these results, all of these winners are 2R max. And I'll also, if I don't forget this time, go over the Virgin Wick Theory indicator, which I forgot to go over last time. Yeah, cool. So yeah, that's how the accounts are sitting right now. Super quick 5-second summary in case you're new or just want a refresher. This model looks for Virgin wicks that have been untouched, that have not been closed through, completely exposed. We wait for a Chad candle to close through Virgin wicks. Then we want to enter on the next candle as price wicks to one of these Virgin levels, and we drop down to the 1 minute to execute our entry. We want to see price close below one of our points of interest, which is the Virgin wick levels, and then close back above, and that is when we enter. It's nice and simple. Yeah, so we'll start with NQ. This is what NQ looks like yesterday, Tuesday, from Asia. Yeah, these red-green lines you see are the Virgin Wick Theory indicator. I'm testing it out. I'll go more over it later. I think for now it'll just be a bit confusing. But yeah, this is what NQ looks like. So you had a win here, 2 losses here, and then a win here, a loss here in London, and then 2 wins during New York. So I'll drop down to replay mode and we can go over how these came about. So we had this massive candle down, creating this Virgin wick, closing through that Virgin wick, this Virgin wick, and yeah, that's it. Drop down to the 1 minute. Wait for the candle to close, bang. All right, now we're looking for price to engage with either one of these bearish POIs. So it did wick it, but we did not close above it yet, so there's no entry there yet. Okay, we finally get a close above it. Now we're waiting for either an inverse fair value gap or a close beneath the open of the candle that sent us through the POI. Boom, there you go. Finally get our change in state of delivery right there. And we'll go red. So you would enter on the close of this candle, stop at the high, targeting these lows for 1.85R. Yeah, so with the TP, it's either the most obvious draw on liquidity or 2R maximum. Bang, there you go. All right, and then let's get rid of this. See what happens in the next hour. Okay, so this is the next setup. We had this midnight candle close through this wick, but also this one here, this virgin wick, and yeah, that's it. So these are your two POIs, and then from 1 a.m. we are looking for a short from either of these POIs. Drop down to the 1 minute. Okay, boom, we'll get a close above. No entry model yet though. And then, yeah, so at this moment, you get a change in state of delivery as we close through the open of the candle that took us above the POI. So there's your entry. Stop at that high. And boom, 2R. Nice and easy. So we get this close here, creating this POI. And this one and this one. Yeah. So from 2 a.m. we can start looking for shorts. Boom, there's your first one. We get an inverse fair value gap. And so that's where you would enter on confirmation of that inverse fair value gap. Stop up there, targeting these lows, 1.1 AR. Decent push, but looks like you get stopped out there. Sorry there. So you get stopped out there. You do get a second opportunity here, as you can see. There's another inverse fair value gap after we make another push through the POIs. So you could enter there, stop there, targeting 2R. But you get stopped out again, and then finally you get a third attempt from these POIs. There is your change in state of delivery as we close through the open of the candle that took us above this final POI. So you would enter there, stop above that high, targeting 2R. So you essentially make back these two losses here. All right, next one. Okay, so we'll go to the 4 a.m. candle. We can see strong close, creating this POI and this POI. Yeah, that's it. So from 5 a.m. we can start looking for longs off these POIs. Nothing yet. Boom, we get a close underneath one of them. No entry model yet. Boom, close beneath the second one. No entry model yet. Still have not closed above the POI. And then, yeah, finally here we get a strong close above the POI. After all this chop, we get an inverse fair value gap as well as a change in state of delivery. So there's your entry, stop below the lows, targeting this high for 1.6R. Stopped out. Okay. Here's a win, I'm pretty sure. So that's New York session, 10 a.m. All right. So we go to the 9 a.m. Wow, there's lots of firing off. Let me just pause this. Okay, 9 a.m. candle. Decent close above this POI. Get rid of those overnights. And then start looking for entries at 10 a.m. for bullish entries. Drop down to the 1 minute. We get a close beneath it. So now we're just looking for an entry model back above. Okay, so at this point, we finally get a close above. Yeah, technically it's not a change in state of delivery because we did not close through the candle that took us above, but we do get a bunch of confirmed inverse fair value gaps. So yeah, I would consider this an inverse fair value gap entry. And that goes into pretty quickly, nice and easy. Let's see. I think there was one more trade for New York. What's that? 12 p.m. Okay, so we go to the 11 a.m. candle. Watch the close. Create this POI, this POI. Drop down to the 1 minute. Look for entries at 12 p.m. Okay. Hold on. All right. You also create this POI. See, sometimes you got to look really far back and look at which virgin wicks were close to. So if you look too closely, you only see these two. But if you actually scroll further back, you can see there's also this one that was untouched. So we count this one as well. Yeah. So we close to beneath, and then what's your entry model though? Technically, this is the first candle that closed beneath the POI. So if you close above this, there is your change in state of delivery entry. So you can enter there. Stop below is those targets who are. Okay. See if they're hit. Is that it? Yeah, I think that was it for NQ. That took quite a while. So I'm going to talk over the indicator when going over the GC trades, just because I feel like it actually makes things so much quicker. So essentially how it works is, all right, let me just get rid of everything else. So I put my high time frame on 1 hour, and it will essentially just show the virgin wick levels that have been close to. So for example, let's go here. Okay, so this 1900 candle closed here, right? And it closed through this wick and this virgin wick. And essentially it just plots it out onto the next hour. As you can see here, the 8 p.m. candle has these levels. So when you drop down to the 1 minute time frame, you'll be able to see the POIs for the next hour that were just created. I hope that makes sense. Maybe it's easier if I when there's less. Okay, like here, for example. Let's look at this 6 p.m. candle. It closes here through this Virgin wick. So then it plots this Virgin wick POI level for the next hour. Okay, so this green line here is your trading zone, your trading hour, where you can look for longs. So if I just go here, drop down to the 1 minute time frame. Yeah, you can see it plots the POIs that were created from the close of the hour. Yeah, so I'll show you how I use this just to review yesterday's gold trades. And also, you only have to stay on the 1 minute when you use this indicator. You don't have to go to the 1 hour. Okay, so we'll start here in Asia. There was this bearish POI created. You can see price closed above it, and then underneath the candle that took us over, creating a change in state of delivery. There would be your entry, stop at the high, targeting to a bang, win. Within that same hour, you do get another opportunity. Personally, I would not take this, and I did not count this in the daily stats, just because I consider the target already achieved for this particular POI. So I'll move on. Then you keep going, keep going. Okay, boom, here. We can see another bullish POI here. Price closed beneath it, and then back above, creating a change in state of delivery. Then you would set your stop loss there, TP it to it just misses it, and we do get stopped out here. But that's part of the game. And then we've got another one here. A bearish POI was created at 5 a.m. And then we go to a close above and then close back underneath, creating a CCT. There would be your entry, stop at the high, targeting to but it does get stopped out. I think this was one of the ones that I lost on. You do get another chance. I'll just show you, but it's like so far, the risk reward's just not worth it. Yeah, it's like 0.85. I wouldn't take that. And then we get this nice win. So just to again show you how the indicator works, but you guys can play with it yourself to see how it works. But okay, so at 7 a.m., how did we get these POIs? Let me just go back to 7 a.m. and show you how the indicator got these levels. Okay, where are we? So I like to hide it on the 1 hour because you only really need to see it on the 1 minute. Okay, so the 6 a.m. candle closed above this level, this Virgin wick, and this Virgin wick, right? So these are your POIs. And if you drop down to the 1 minute, if I get rid of my lines, you can see the indicator just plotted them for me. So that's how the indicator works. It makes it super easy. You don't have to go on the 1 hour and plot the lines yourself, but I think it's still good to understand the theory behind it and to know how to plot the lines yourself so you know why these work. But yeah, onto this trade. We get all these closes below. Nothing yet, nothing yet, nothing yet. Finally get a close above. And then I wouldn't go all the way down there for your stop loss because it's a bit far, but just one of the most recent swing lows and then targeting to and boom. Yeah, I know a few people bought this one, so it's good to see. Is that it? Yeah, I think that was it. Oh no, there's this one. Yeah, sometimes the indicator misses POIs. Like I'm pretty sure there was a POI here. Let me see. So it is still good practice to plot your own lines. Okay, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one. Yeah, so the indicator did miss that one. Um, but yeah, like the guy just started making it a couple days ago. It still needs a bit of tweaking. I don't think the alerts work properly yet. It's still a bit glitchy. But just something to play around with to make your life easier when trading this model. But yeah, this was the other loss that I took. Yeah, so that was the win that I took, and this is the other loss that I took. We had a close above, and then we had a close underneath. So I took the entry here, stopped there, targeting 2R, but got stopped out. And that was the end of my day, I believe. Yeah. So yeah, I'll leave a link to the indicator below. It's only $99. No, I'm just kidding. It's free. I'm not selling anything. But yeah, play around with it. And yeah, happy trading.